right, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites. We come in and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known as the USA, the United Snakes of America. All right? Come to wake up our people, the Lord's people, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's people, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. All right, get you to repent, acknowledge your offense, pray for forgiveness, and come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, all right? Because the time is very short, and this devil knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right, so first and foremost, all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. All right, double honors to our apostles, elder apostles at GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us his truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity. The hopeful elect tabernacle of David. All right, we're just gonna get right into it in the spirit. All right, this is Revelation 12 and 12. Because you got to know what time we're in here. All right. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So time is of the essence right now, and your spirit, you should be walking in the spirit. Okay? Every moment of your life from here until the missiles should be dedicated towards your salvation. All right? And only the spiritual are going to understand the mass death that is about to occur. All right? Just like in the days of Noah, right? All them people didn't know that they were going to die. All right? If they knew what was about to befall them, they would have got right. They would have got on the ark. All right? But the Most High had that strong delusion on their ass. All right? So if you know this doctrine, you know the time that we're in right now, somebody's telling you, like me, anybody that's around me or in my circle, I'm telling them, I can't help. I'm like a broken record. There's only one thing that comes out of my mouth. This shit is going down. This shit is going down. Okay? Probably so much so that they're immune to it. They don't hear it. You know? And the only reason that I'm saying it is because it's very clear to me what the fuck is going on. This devil is making his move. The truth is coming out about his project. All his lies about health. You don't give a fuck about nobody's health and care. All right? Nobody's welfare. What you're doing is you're conducting a mass genocidal campaign. You're trying to kill 7.5 billion people. Okay, and we know, a lot of people know, but still, they can't fathom that the high and mighty Edomite, who they bow down and worship like he's a god, is actually the devil and has tricked you. All right? He was given, he wasn't given blessings of being a righteous man. He was given, his blessing was the sword, making him a murderer. If all you know is how to use a sword, what do you use a sword for? It's a killing instrument. This is Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. Okay? And that's all I got to get on that. Because that's the whole story right there. When you understand who the serpent is, right? And you apply it to who it's applicable to, who is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. That's just what it is. You can get mad all you want at the truth, but the truth is the truth. Or well, you're preaching hate. No, I'm preaching truth, okay? And the truth is that God hates Edomites. All right, well, let's get that real quick. Let's get that real quick. Romans 9:15. Romans 9:13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. How is that preaching hate? I'm just reading the Bible, telling you how God feels. This is what God said. Okay? Jesus is the word, and we're reading the word. You got a problem? Is there a problem with that? No, the problem is that we actually understand what the book is saying, and we're not supposed to. We're supposed to believe the lies that the devil set up, right, to make it seem as though he doesn't exist. But no, we know who you are, and we know how to identify you. We're in that time that you're being revealed. Because everything that was done in the dark shall come to the light. It's coming to the light. All your devilish deeds, everything that you've done over the years must come to the light. And we're in the time of it. Then shall that wicked be revealed. Who's that wicked? It's Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right? This is Revelation 20:2. And he laid hold on the dragon. There's one. That old serpent. Well, we just read about the old serpent in Genesis. Now the serpent, let's go back. I don't want to fuck it up. Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord power had made. What serpent? The old. Are we in the beginning in Genesis? That's as old as you can get. Now we jump up to Revelation, to the back of the book, and it's talking about the same serpent. This time it's saying old because it goes all the way back to the beginning. Okay? And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, the one that was more subtle than any beast of the field. That's 2. Which is the devil, 3. And Satan. Okay? And we can keep going. The wicked. All right? The murderer. The liar. He was a murderer from the beginning. Okay? All of these terms apply to Esau. The so-called Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And it is what it is. We can do this all day. We can bring out the truth all day and link who the wicked and who the devil and who Satan is, according to the Bible, that it applies not only to Esau, but his whole family, the Edomites. Malachi 1:2, I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord, yet I loved Jacob and I hated Esau. So you can make reading the Bible a bad thing all day. Oh, you're preaching hate. No, I'm reading the Bible. And you got a problem with it. You have a problem with the truth of the Bible. Okay? God is saying that he hates Esau and he loves Jacob. Jacob represents the nation of Israel. Esau represents the nation of Edom. So God hates your red ass. Okay? All right? So much so that you had to try to escape, hide your true color, because nobody is the color white, right? And then you're the king of identity theft. You are the thief. The thief cometh not but to steal and to kill. So you're a thief, all right? And you're a murderer. And we know who you are. Yet I loved Jacob and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragon of the wilderness. Whereas Edom say, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, the wicked. We could just keep going and identify who you are according to the Bible. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect, okay? The Most High, all right, has been mischaracterized as loving everybody. That's a lie. I wonder who told that lie. Who pushed that lie on all the people? Does God hate it? Oh, no, God don't hate it. Well, who pushed that lie on the world? Who deceived the whole world? Well, let's see. Let's see who deceiveth the whole world. So, because all the answers are in this book. And the Most High put the spirit on us to understand. He put the spirit of discernment and understanding on us so that we can break this thing down. And it's just what it is. All right? And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent. So we got the great dragon, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. That's you, Esau. All day. That's you all day. You're the murderer. You are of your father the devil. He was a murderer from the beginning. Going back to the spirit of Cain that's on you now. The mark of Cain is on you now. Okay, so we understand these things. So what are you doing? If you're a murderer from the beginning, you are the murderer. The thief cometh not but to steal and to kill. What are you doing in the earth? Well, you're walking up and down in it, and you're seeing who you can kill, murder, with your blessing the sword. That's what you do. You lie about it. You keep it close to the vest. You got a plan. All right? What is your plan there, Esau? Go back to Genesis 27. Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated, wait a minute, you're the hater. You're the one that's spreading, teaching hate. Okay? You're the hater, acting like you're not. Being subtle about it. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So that's your plan. You got an evil plan to try. And when you're speaking of Jacob and Esau, you're talking about nations of people. not just the two brothers. Okay? You're talking about this nation of people hates this nation of people. Because just like the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua hates you Edomites, you hate him. He's your enemy, and so are his people. You hate them. We just read it. We'll read it again. And Esau hated Jacob. Uh-oh. See, we understand what that means. Oh, no, that's just something. And then your little subtle ass is going to come up and try to control the narrative. Oh, no, that's just the man Esau. No, nigga. No. Your lies have been uncovered. Your subtlety doesn't work. There's no divination against Jacob. Your witchcraft doesn't work on us. Your lies and your witchcraft and your physician of no value is of no value. You're nothing now. You're going back to your natural spot, which is on the bottom, crawling around on all fours, grunting and snorting like the animal that you are. You're a fucking brute beast, right? And you have terrorized the whole entire earth for the last 500 years. Your reign of terror, nigga, is at its end. Now, it's not completely done yet, and you're so bloodthirsty right now. And when I say bloodthirsty, you know what I'm talking about there too. Your elites, they eat flesh, they drink blood, they sacrifice children. We know about that. That's coming out. You can't stop that from coming out, because everything that was done in the dark is coming to the light right now. You're fully being exposed. Then shall that wicked be revealed. Well, who's that wicked? Well, that's talking about Esau. We just read it. All right? And they shall call them the border of wickedness. Then shall that border of wickedness be revealed. Well, it's not talking about there you go. Every word out of your mouth is a damn lie. You can't open your mouth without lying. We're trying to control the damn narrative. And it's over. Your reign of terror is coming to an end. Now, the Most High is using you because you are his sword, right? You're still his sword, and the Most High's got some killing to do yet. He's going to use you to do it. So enjoy your last little bit of bloodshed that you got. And he's going to slay many, right? And we're reading it again. The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. There you go. You got your number, devil. You're the devil, and we know it. It's all right here. And you've known it the whole time. How do you hide something from a nigger? You put it in a book. Well, guess what? Who's the nigger now? Because you don't know how to spiritually discern this thing. You know that it implicates you. All right? And you thought that you were altogether going to go unpunished. Them niggas will never figure it out. They think they're Africans. They don't even know that I'm their mortal enemy. Even though I can shoot a nigga in the back every day for the rest of my life, they'll never figure out that I hate them. I'm so subtle. I got this. See, but you didn't consider the latter end. What does that mean? What does it mean that you didn't consider the latter end of this thing? All right. Well, it means this. You didn't think for a moment that you'll be held accountable for what you've done. All the wickedness that you've done, all the murder, all the abominable things that you've done to the children of Israel, it never occurred to you that one day you would have to pay it back double, that you'll be held accountable. Now you're squirming, right? Building rockets. Oh, well, we made it into low Earth orbit. Trying to search out and measure the foundations of the Earth. Seeing how far you could go down before your little vessel implodes and crushes you. Poor monkey. You send a monkey down, right, when you're actually the monkey. All right, Planet of the Apes. All right, this is the Planet of the Apes, and you're in charge right now. And the humans, right, can't wait until your monkey ass is exterminated. Here it is, you're trying to exterminate us. And you don't understand that your actions have consequences. In ancient Egypt, you're going to send out a decree to kill all the firstborn males of Israel. Stupid. You don't know that the Most High is going to put that on you? Stupid. You don't consider your latter end. You're stupid. You're a knuckle-dragging ape. With not an ounce of spirit. Your soul is not upright in you, nigga. You do not have the capacity for righteousness. You just don't. All right? You got one setting. All right? And the one setting you have is abominable murderer. Right? And the Most High, He needed you. Right? He has needed you all the way up until now. You're only needed for one more thing for the next 1,000 years. After this place gets clean dissolved, we need you, motherfucker, to be a pack mule. Donkey. Remember donkey? In Planet of the Apes? Donkey. You're going to be donkey. Okay? You're going to be a motherfucking pack mule in the kingdom of heaven for 1,000 years. And then there's absolutely no more need, because you were being used as the Most High sword, as His whipping stick, as His switch, if you will. But there's going to be no more sin. Israel's not going to sin anymore. So there's no need for punishment. So your role, right, you're going to get written out of the show. We don't need you no more. It's simple. All right? So, enjoy your last little killing spree. All right? Because we see right through you. You haven't fooled us for a moment. Long before all of this shit started, we were already telling you what you were going to do. This devil is going to do something. He's been plotting and planning for the last 70 years on how he's going to try to pull off what he's doing right now. Got it all mapped out. Okay? But when they hit the streets with their guns, then we pull out the robot dogs. We get the drones out with machine guns on them. We tested them. They're perfected. You got it all worked out. When the Vanessa cards when we show the world that they have been being counterfeited, we send a bunch of counterfeit cards to the mail, and we put it on television, and we say, look, we caught them. No, we know what you're doing. You set this whole charade up because we know where you're going with it. And shout out to Great Millstone with 100% truth, all right, who have been being ridiculed. Niggas taping a potato chip on your arm, just going out of your way to ridicule the men of the Lord. Now, you're looking real stupid because that shit is still on the net and somebody can compile, right, these little videos. Ain't no microchips. It's Jew. Put all of that shit together and you niggas, right, calling yourself Israel, right? Most High said he's going to start at his own sanctuary. And look at Nate. Boy, you looking bad out there, right? Looking bad. And by reason of in the spirit, I'll say that. You got to look at, because you can look at Johanna and ISUPK and what they're doing down on the border. You can look at that as somehow being, a good thing, right? But is ISUPK a good thing? No, they're working with the devil. So whatever they're doing has to be nefarious, right? Because a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. See, we understand what the scriptures say. All we got to do is stay in the spirit and heed instruction. Little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. Oh, go take the Vanessa. Do you think the Most High is gonna get mad if you put a chip in your body? What? Well, according to the scriptures, don't do it. There are consequences for it. But you're saying that it's okay? But then somehow you're benevolent because you're down on the border giving some food and water. What was that about? And then, here's the kicker, all right? They put it on the news like you're out there doing a good thing. Huh? What? They put it on the news that you're out there doing something good? Something stinks. That don't make no sense. All right? What's really going on behind that? Maybe, well, ISUPK, not the Hebrew Israelites, but ISUPK, go join them, okay? If you want to be an Israelite, go to the UPK because we approve. We can put them on the news and say that what they're doing is good. Especially when they're coercing you to take the shot and get the chip. It's okay. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. See, we know how to navigate in the spirit these scriptures. All right? We can't be fooled. Witchcraft doesn't work on us. All right? Because we got that 100% truth. And it makes you mad. We understand it. All right? So you're in league, Johanna and y'all. You guys are in league with Satan. All right? You're hoping for the best. You're hoping that Babylon doesn't get destroyed immediately because you got plans for the future. The record company is blowing up. You're finna rap in the music industry. Right? Come on, man. A blind man can see right through that bullshit. All right? Obadiah 1 and 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Well, guess what, Johanna? We know that you're in league with Satan. How do you get on the news, on the national news, doing something good in this truth? How does that happen? They didn't have to put you on the news. They could have not did that. The editor's like, oh no. You know the policy on Hebrew Israelites, all right? Especially the ones that are telling the truth. Especially the ones that aren't with the NWO program, all right? They get no airtime. So what are you doing on the national news? Doing something good. How come they're not demonizing? Where was the demonization at? Okay. And Jake is out there turning up on Hollywood Boulevard, right? Apparently, right? And the brother was wrong for getting in the frame. Talk about Kwame Yasharala, because they're going to flip that and make it look bad. But from what I understand, they was out there holding camp. Edomite walks up, starts talking shit. Most High put the spirit on Jake to whoop that motherfucker's ass, and now it's a world star. Right? Who shall rouse him up? Most High is rousing Jake up. 2/3. They're going to use that, right? They're going to use that to stir up this race war. It's coming. Watch. If it's done now. So this devil's got he got a short time. He knows he got to kill 7.5 billion people. He knows that Israel is of the sand of the sea. He ain't worried about you 2/3. He's worried about the 144,000 that are going to get that spiritual power. He's very worried about that. Book of Psalm 141 and 9. Keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity. Let the wicked fall into their own nets, whilst that I withal escape. Hey, a bunch of Edomites, right? First of all, they're trying to say Jake is the one that ain't taking the shot, which is a lie. I mean, there's some Jakes that ain't taking it. A bunch of Jakes are taking. Then you got niggas like Johanna telling them to go take it, claiming to be in the truth. But what's happening, a bunch of Edomites are waking up. They're getting that information. See, the information about what's really going on is floating to the top where everybody can see it. So this devil, his job is to shoot up, and I mean with this thing, as many people as he can before the truth comes out. Because when the truth comes out, the motherfuckers are, look, I trusted you. And you fucked me, you screwed me, niggas are gonna be mad. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna hit that switch. Pop! It's gonna be it's gonna be on. It's gonna be low half dead. Little walking half dead. All right. It's gonna be on and popping. Okay. They're gonna cause some shit to go down. And then, in order to come into the sanctuary, you gotta get the matbi. Right? You gotta take that matbi. They got a trap set for your ass. And not just one, they got a contingency of traps to usher your ass into the NWO. This is Proverbs 26 and 27. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. Nigga, you haven't learned anything? You haven't considered your latter end. You haven't learned shit. You believed your own bullshit. When you lied about the Most High and said that he loves everybody, you included yourself in there, knowing you were lying to yourself. You knew you was lying. You told it, oh, well, let's make up a lie. Like the Grinch. That old Grinch, he thought up a lie, and he thought it up quick, right? Well, you thought up a lie. Well, we can't have everybody knowing that God hates us. It's in there like ragu. But we have to come up with a fucking lie to disguise that shit and deceive the whole world into believing God loves everybody, including us. It's called Christianity. It came up with a lie, a doctrine of lies. Push that shit out. Now everybody believes that Caesar Borgia is Yahweh Shai and that the Most High loves everybody, including the devil. And it was so long ago that your progeny, your children, right, they actually believe that shit. They believe them niggas are like, wait a minute. What do you mean? Because they're shocked. Oh, God don't hate nobody. What is this? Jacob, have I loved you? They're like, wait a minute. And I'm Esau? Well, you hate niggas, don't you? You can't hide that one. Yes, you're Esau. The Most High hates you, and you have inherited lies. Okay? You have inherited your father's lies. Among other things, you inherited the fatness of the land that was stolen, that you had to commit great acts of genocide, being a fucking genocidal maniac. You're walking on this stolen ground, telling people that you stole it from to go back to where they came from. How ironic is that? And you never considered your latter end. Gotta say, the Most High is awesome. I always wondered when I was young, I'm like, well, what is this what it is? It's just this? This is what I get? What's going on here? And I used to consider to myself, it would be so nice that if we could come back in the end and this whole thing flipped and we were the good guys, right? Who knew? It was probably in my spirit, you know. But I actually used to think that, like, what if everything just turned upside down? Right? Because it was fucked up. I was like, how? I mean, why did we get the short end of the stick, right? And all the answers, including trading places, if you will, is all in here, like ragu. It's in there. Here's the reason. Well, you niggas fucked up. Right? You didn't consider your latter end. You wanted to worship idols, and you didn't think the Most High was gonna fuck you all the way up. All right? Hey, but we drank of the cup. Right? And now it is finished. Our punishment has been accomplished. So, I mean, really, nothing matters, rain or shine, because eventually we're going to get the kingdom anyway. All right? That's the good news. The kingdom is coming. It's ours. So we win. Now, as far as evil and bad times coming up, everybody's going to go through these bad times. Everybody. It's not going to be as bad for the elect. They're going to be shown favor, but they're still going to go through these bad times. You're still going to have to smell decaying bodies, right? Mass death. What's that going to smell like? They were saying at the Dallas camp that Yashawamba is, you know, he considers these smells. Oh, I wonder what the kingdom smells like. Well, the kingdom is going to smell really, and not to attack the brother, but the kingdom is going to smell wonderful after you smelled rotting, decaying bodies, mass death. We got to smell mass death. That's going to fucking bug a lot of niggas out. You have to prepare yourself for smelling many, many corpses. One dead body, you smell it, you're like, oh shit, right? Can you imagine many? What did it smell like out there in Guyana after they got that needle? They got that needle juice. Oh, don't drink the Kool-Aid. No, they shot them motherfuckers. Wasn't no fucking Kool-Aid. That's a cover story. They was injecting them, and if they didn't take the injection, they shot them motherfuckers' ass in the back. What did it smell like out there? They had to put on a fucking diving suit and tanks and shit and go out. Here it is, we're in fucking the courthouse park. Everything's dandy. Got Issachar out here mowing lawns and cutting and edging and blowing. Weed eating and shit. Everything is normal, right? Or what you consider to be normal. Actually, nothing is normal after they locked this motherfucker down a year and a half ago. But they're making you think there's a chance that this motherfucker might go back to the way that it was. It's a setup. It's a setup. You're supposed to be using this time right now, all right, to prepare for what is coming. Mass death, bodies stacked up, the stench of motherfucking death, all right? Get you some little things that you probably won't even be able to maintain. Some food you got to walk away from. You got some coins, some gold, some silver. You probably have to walk away from it. That's preparing your mind. You need a plan. Here's the ultimate plan. Get your ass out here, do this work, have faith in the Most High. Faith and works. There's your plan. Okay, and then after that, then the Most High helps those that help themselves. Hey, motherfucker, get ready. Do what you can. All right? Walk a couple of miles a day, because when it's time to walk down there with nothing but the clothes on your back, you got to keep it moving. You got to be in some sort of shape to even walk your ass down the street. So work on that. Work on being invisible. Work on preparing to fly. You know, gear your mind. Well, that day is coming. This nigga's about to come in like a flood. I gotta get my look at the OG. I gotta get my OG. I got you. I had that dream about flying, right? You gotta prepare. You gotta prepare for that. You gotta get your mind right about everything that is about to happen. See? Let's get that. Let's get Peter. Motherfucking gnats, god damn it. How about Shamil Shad? Please get these gnats out of here for me. This is Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Hey, everything it says in here is gonna happen. You haven't figured that out yet? These prophets were being given visions of the future. Right? They saw this time, the time that we're in right now. They're looking like, oh shit, that shit's gonna be crazy in them days. Niggas gonna be dead on both sides. They saw it. It's not going to happen? And for us to get this information, it's like you're going to take a test. And that's what this is. It's a big old test. But some people have the answers already to the test. Some people have not a clue. The prophets are like, hey, got them cheat sheets. Check this out. Put you up on game. Tell you what's going to happen. Yeah. I'm good. I've been going to church all my life. Like, we're gonna have a pre-tribulation rapture. Oh, so you don't have to go through anything. What's gonna happen to a motherfucker that thinks that, well, the church is gonna get raptured before the tribulation? What's gonna happen to that motherfucker when he gotta go through this shit? When he gotta go through this? It's the book of Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. A nigga that thinks that he's not going to see nothing, what's he gonna do during that time? When this comes, motherfucker that not worried about the trouble that's coming because he don't have to go through it, right? Fuck is he gonna do? Matthew 24:21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. It's going to be so bad, this devil is going to have free reign, killing niggas, mass death, that if the Most High didn't shorten the days, everybody would be dead. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days should be shortened. What is a nigga that thinks he don't have to see no turmoil? What is he gonna do in them days? Matthew 24:8. All these are the beginning of sorrow. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. This is Jacob's trouble. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets that are going to tell you that you don't have to go through the tribulation. You're going to be raptured. Many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. These motherfuckers are deceived, because it's going to tell you that you have to go through this and make it through to be saved. Right? And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom. What gospel? This gospel. The 100% truth. Not rapture, pre-tribulation rapture bullshit. That's some false prophet bullshit. What are you going to do when you got to go through Matthew 24:21? For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. You're not going to be able to endure until the end. You're going to bug the fuck out. Why? Because you were deceived, and you weren't able to prepare yourself for what you're about to see. You got to wrap your head around mass death, bodies piled up on either side. Shit that we've never seen on the face of the earth before. Right? Most High got some shit on layaway. You understand? He ain't brought it out yet. Creatures. Right? This devil got some shit. Right? That he's waiting for his cue. He got some shit that niggas ain't thinking about. Got more guns. I got more ammo. I'm ready. You ain't ready. You ain't thinking right. You ain't even thinking right. Shit. All that. You got guns, ammo, and food, and your ass is sitting over here dead. You can't use none of that shit. It does say in the scriptures, hey, sell your garment and go get you 2 swords. I got an AK over here and a saw over here, nigga, suddenly, because his ass is dead. Not that you need it. You don't need that shit. Most High got you, but guess what? You need that food. And you might sit down and eat and protect the food for a minute. Right? Before you get overran. And it's time you always got to know when it's time to get the fuck up out of there. It's going to be an odyssey. You know? An adventure, if you will. And all you need, okay? Because when hunting season comes, see, there's so many variables. We always talk about the bad things, right? Esau's coming in like a flood. Where's the balance at? Esau coming in like a flood. He can throw motherfuckers in concentration camp. Well, there's got to be balance. What's the balance to this motherfucker running amok? Well, Most High going to lift up a standard. Taziawan over there is flying. You know what I'm saying? Whooping ass. Bringing us food and stuff. It's lucky. So just as, you know, Great Tribulation, what's the balance for Great Tribulation? And I say everybody's got to go through this period of time. And you have to, your goal is to endure until the end. Okay, how do you do that? Well, know what to expect. Know what the rules are. Don't be deceived, number one. Oh, we're going to get raptured out of here, so we don't have to worry about it. You're deceived. You're already off to a bad start. Because you're going to bug the fuck out. Right? So what do? You prepare for the worst and hope for the best. We're prisoners of hope out here. There's only one way out. Right? There's one way out of this situation. Or, let's go over them, okay? Getting beamed up, that's the preferable. Dying in the truth, that's a way out. Okay? And then, you got fools that are digging down, deep underground military base. Right? That's a way out, but that's a way to be in the first fruits of slavery. Right? Hello. Can I tell you guys something real quick? The good news? I can tell you the good news?
We know the good news.
What is it?
That's what we all hearing.
Okay, the
We're
good.
doing blood pressure screenings and all of that while we meet your need and know that God is good.
God is good.
And Jesus saves.
Okay, okay. Who are God's chosen people?
The Israelites.
Do you know that you are one?
Yes,
I'm done.
I do.
I'm done. And this young man right here, is he a Mexican?
Um,
His dad.
maybe.
He's one too.
So they're doing blood pressure screening and stuff over there. So if you talk to people, you can send them over there on Kern Street. Haircuts, blood pressure, all of that.
Okay. All right, sis.
Thank you.
You guys be good. She broke it down. She said the Israelites, she was right. She was with 4 children. The oldest one is like 8. So I just left it at that. I didn't get deep. Hey, the good news is that you're Israelite. You're God's chosen. Do something with that. I'd have cussed her out if she wasn't with them kids. So, hey, the Odyssey, the adventure. Okay, hey, these are some beautiful times. All right, beautiful. But the brother made what is it? Give and Go. I forget the brother's name. He's with Kazak, the brother Kazak. Beautiful brother though. I love his. You know, you're drawn to certain channels. You know, certain teachers. Right? And he's one of my favorite right now. But he made a video, it was called It's Almost Go Time, something like that. It's almost go time. And he's positive, he got some positive things, you know. It's not all doom and gloom. It is doom and gloom, but with doom and gloom, gotta have that balance. See, when you're dealing with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, right? You have to consider balance. Okay? And with that balance, that's when your faith kicks in. You pray for that, for them blessings in them bad times. Pray for them blessings in them bad times. And you know what I'm saying? We're doing the work now. You got faith and you got these works. Right? That's the way out. That's the straight gate. The straight gate is how we make it. How we make it up out of here. She's like a little grease moon. She's like Zera. That bitch look like Zera on the planet of the apes of the moon. Talk about we're giving blood pressure and something. I guess I don't trust the motherfucking medical nothing. Especially in these days, you know, tainted needle. Oh, we're gonna give you a COVID. See, oh, blood pressure, they ain't gonna say COVID test. I didn't take a goddamn test. Fuck that. All right? I wouldn't even take a motherfucking test with some of the shit that I seen. Oh, it's got nanoparticles on the gauze, on the Q-tip, motherfucker. I'm like, damn. Oh, well, you could go down and buy one at Rite Aid. Like, no, nigga. Right? Well, in order to go through there, in order to go to this concert, you gotta get. I'm like, look, fuck that goddamn concert, man. Well, in order to do this, then you got. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm gonna see if I can make it through this motherfucker. No test, no shot, no nothing. Nigga, I'm going the other way. I don't trust these motherfucking devils with nothing. After old Blow Dart came out, I'm like this. Nigga, Blow Dart for real? Well, we'll go down to Tanzania and recruit a... Like, motherfucker, you need your ass whipped. Talking that shit. And you know that motherfucker's a goddamn Baphomet ass devil coming straight after Jake. Jake's the problem. I'll go to the hood and jab you and say it's vitamin C. The motherfucking devil, boy. Can you fucking believe these devils? Amazing. Deuteronomy 32 and 35. To me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make haste. Hey, these niggas' foot is finna slide in due time. That's another thing, okay? When you bring your ass in like a flood, nigga, then it's on and cracking, all right? And then, guess what? You are gonna lose. You are gonna get your ass handed to you. Jake is gonna turn up, right? 2/3 are finna turn up on Esau's ass. I saw that shit. And what was it about? About the word coming out. Esau trying to control the narrative. Oh, you're preaching the wrong thing. You're preaching the wrong thing. Most High put the spirit on them 2/3 Jakes, and they got to whooping this motherfucker's ass on Hollywood Boulevard. Willy-nilly. And now it's on World Star. And yeah, they're going to use it to demonize us, but for the men of the Lord, see, all things work to the good of the gospel. I'm paraphrasing. You can't do nothing against the truth but for it. All right? And that's just a sign. Who shall rouse Jacob? This nigga's foot is sliding. Just keep your fucking mouth shut and stay out of stay out of grown folks' business, motherfucker. You got your ass trounced. One Edomite gonna walk up to a bunch of Jakes and assert your fucking authority. Well, your authority is over. You got laid the fuck out by a pack of wild Jakes. Right? And who did that? The Most High did that. Most High put the spirit on Jake to turn up and lay that motherfucker flat with the ground. Even. That nigga was even with the ground. Getting stomped the fuck out. Why? Because you gotta keep your motherfucking foot, idiot. Keep your foot out here. And that behavior, I mean, that's the beginning. We're in that time right now. That's what that whole Haitian thing was designed to do two things. Number one, to distract. It was a distraction. All right? Hey, nigga, look over here. Look at all these niggers. Look at all these niggers coming in through the back door. What did that do? That infuriated, right? Esau is fucking livid. So it accomplished that. And it also was a huge distraction for whatever the hell is going on over there. What's going on? UN troops sneaking over, bringing their tanks and shit. Finna get set up. Get in place, boys. Red October. Or what do they call that? The Wolverines. What was that shit called? Red Dawn. Nigga. Red Dawn. Jade Helm. Let's assemble 15,000 niggas on the border of Babylon the Great. That'll get their attention. Well, while your attention is over here, what the fuck are they doing over here in San Ysidro? You don't know how this devil gets down? How are the things of Esau searched out? It was a diversion. Look at these niggers over here. They're storming the United States. And then they got, what are they doing? See all these niggers over here? Get the horses out and the bullwhips. Well, that didn't happen. Well, that's what they said. They got your attention, though, didn't they? What are they doing? That didn't rouse Jacob? That didn't rouse Esau up? Of course it did. What are they fomenting here? How are the things of Esau searched up? We are not ignorant of this nigga's devices. See? Good day. 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Hey, we know you mad, Esau, because we telling you everything that you're going to do. Then you got to turn around and do it. That's got to be frustrating. Going back to Johanna, what was your ass doing on the evening news? That you're going to sell a lot of you're going to sell millions. Right? Take the mark. Take the mark. You got a hit. Harrison, what is it? ISUPK. Good. ISUPK subsidy of Arista Records hits #1 with Take the Mark. That's what you was down there doing. Hey, we got food and water for you guys. Just line up over here and take this shot, and then they'll let you in. What were you doing down there? Part of that operation? That was an operation. That was the op. Well, we got 15,000 niggas right here on the border. All the businesses around stopped what they were doing, made food for them, fed them, for as long as we needed them there for this spectacle. Whatever the spectacle was. That fucked a lot of people up. Esau is fuming mad right now. We got towelhead Afghans coming in, which them are Edomite. We got niggers and spits coming in, bum rushing the motherfucking border. We need our fucking wall. See? Trump was right. Yeah, they're stirring shit up right now. All right? Put the mask on. Take the mask off. You don't need it. You can't come in here. I'm going to take your job away from you that you've had for 25 years. You will not be retiring. Get the fuck out of your house. You can't have your children because you won't take the... Don't you know these motherfuckers are about to explode? What are they doing? They are igniting a firestorm. So it ain't going to be like this for too much longer. It ain't going to be like this for too much longer. We're not ignorant of your goddamn devices, nigga. Revelation 2:10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Just stop right there for a minute. That's an instruction. What is the worst thing that could happen? What's the worst thing that this devil can do? Well, he can put you to death. But if he puts your ass to death, right? And you got that the walk. It's going to happen to a few of them. That's a win. Still a win. Right? So don't fear that. If it happens, and you deal with that when the time comes. Before that, right? Because it's a long way to the guillotine. First they got to get you. Then they got to put you in this. They got to take you. It's a big ass long line. There's plenty of chances to escape. You don't just fall apart if they get you. Okay? If they get you, understand, hey, Most High ain't done with you yet. There's too many instances, right, for our learning, for you to just give up hope. You might just be being tried. It might be a little fiery furnace, you know. Who got let out of there? Paul was locked up, and then the chains just fell. Is that Paul? So, what's the worst case scenario? Put yourself in that frame and be like, damn, if this happened, that'd be fucked up. What would I do? Well, I would time it. I would cook it all the way down. Okay, the blade is up there, nigga. I'm 102 from the front of the line. And you're looking for, you know, looking for that door to swing open. You're looking for that smoke grenade. Somebody throw a smoke. Wait for that opportunity. It's an odyssey. You know? And the focal point, the main point is this. You gotta be ready. It's almost go time. Before this shit, before chaos ensues, you know, you gotta make a little deal. You gotta make a pact with yourself and say, motherfucker, I'm gonna give it all I got. I'm not just gonna go down willingly like Esau. You ain't just gonna put me in slavery and I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna fight you tooth and nail into the very fucking bitter end before you put them chains on me. As bad as Esau don't want to go into slavery. What is Esau's worst fear ever? That we do to him what he did to us. That's his, which is slavery. Okay? And that's gonna happen. Let's finish this up. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. All right? And we all know that breakdown. Revelation 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall what? Shall go. Shall go where? Into slavery. He that leadeth into slavery shall go into slavery. So your worst fear, nigga, So saith the Holy Scripture. Nigga, you're going into slavery. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. We are patiently waiting to put them cufflinks on your motherfucking ass. Right? Really, in the spirit, you know how that reads? We're going to put the handcuffs on you and then shoot you in the back. It does read like that. Let me read it again, okay? And you know, I'm telling a little spiritual joke. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. That's when we put them handcuffs on you. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. That's when we shoot you in the back. See? That's going to happen to you too. Well, why'd you shoot him in the back after you handcuffed him? You see how this thing works? Where's the balance? The Most High requires balance. A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh Shem Yahweh. That's how this thing works. You can get mad all you want. Have I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? You shall surely drink. You're not going unpunished. So, I mean, do what the fuck you gotta do. Whatever you gotta do, get that shit done. Just know that your latter end, it ain't gonna go well at all. Your latter end is fucked. Will not be going well for your motherfucking. Yeah, I'm here, nigga. I'm here every week. Now you gonna make the park yours? I don't think so. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Well, we're the saints, the elect of Israel. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. We're almost the fuck up out of here. Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, for it is the Most High that which worketh in you both to will and to do of His good pleasure. Do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom He shine His lights in the world. All right? So, with that, all right, prepare your mind. Get ready for what's coming. Get ready to smell mass death and walk through it like a champ, and endure until the end. All right. So with that, we can say all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakah Kodash. All right. Double honors to our elder apostles and GMS, including the elders that came before them, that taught us His truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push the word of truth and in sincerity. The hopeful elect tabernacle of David. Shalom.